Students, we will discuss today regarding some concepts of demand. They are individual demand and market demand schedule, individual demand schedule and market demand schedule, demand curve, individual demand curve and market demand curve. At first, we will start our discussion and we will know what is individual demand and what is market demand. Individual demand refers to the quantity of a good an individual or household is willing to buy at different prices in a given period of time and at a particular place. So, what is individual demand? It refers to the quantity of a good an individual or household is willing to buy at different prices in a given period of time. So, during a particular period of time, what a particular individual or what an individual or a household is willing to buy at different prices of a commodity, that is known as individual demand. How much quantity is demanded by an individual at a particular price or at various prices during a given period of time, that is known as individual demand. So, individual demand means it is the demand of an individual. Then we will go to market demand. Market demand refers to the total quantity of a commodity which all the individual buyers in the market are willing to buy at different prices in a given period of time. Mark, very important point is all the individual buyers, not a single individual, not a particular individual. Market demand consists of the quantity demanded by all the individual buyers in the market. Right? So, it refers to the total quantity of a commodity which all the individual buyers in the market are willing to buy at different prices in a given period of time. It is a sum total of individual buyers. Demand by or you can say that market demand is the sum total of individual demands. The quantity demanded by each and every individual in a market for a product is added to get market demand. So, it is the demand for a product at a given price in a given period of time by all the buyers in the market, by all the buyers. When we take the sum total of individual demands, then we get market demand. Suppose there are 4 consumers in a market, namely A, B, C and D, and they want to purchase rice at rupees 40 per kg in the market. Right? So, in our example, we have taken that if there are 4 consumers A, B, C and D in the market and they want to purchase rice at rupees 40 per kg during a given time. So, how to calculate the market demand? You see, at the price of rupees 40 per kg, the consumer A is willing to buy 10 kg, B is willing to buy 20 kg, C is willing to buy 30 kg and D is willing to buy 40 kg of rice. The total quantity demanded by all the consumers or all the buyers is 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 40, that comes to 100 kg at the price of rupees 40 per kg. So, this is the market demand for rice at the price of rupees 40 per kg. So, we have taken here the sum total of demand by all the consumers. There are 4 consumers in our example. There are 4 consumers as A, B, C and D. What is that demanded by A? What is demanded by B? What is demanded by C? And what is demanded by D at a particular price, at a given price, that is rupees 40 per kg of rice. And when we take their sum total, that gives us that market demand. So, market demand means demand in a market. Demand for a product in a market is known as market demand. Individual demand means demand by an individual is known as individual demand, whereas market consists of a group of individuals or many buyers. And when we take the sum total of the demands of all the consumers in a market for a certain product, then we will get the market demand. Then we will go to discuss what is demand schedule. Then we will discuss what is the individual demand schedule and what is market demand schedule. First, what is demand schedule? Demand schedule refers to the table showing different quantities of a commodity demanded at different prices during a given period of time. So it is a tabular representation of the relationship in between price and quantity demanded of a commodity. ठीक है ना? So what is demand schedule? It is a table in which we show the relationship between price of a commodity and its quantity demanded. There are two columns. In the first column, price of the commodity or commodity X or a particular commodity is given, and in the second column, quantity demanded of that commodity is given. So the relationship which is shown in the table in between price and quantity demanded is known as demand schedule. So demand schedule is a tabular representation of the relationship between price and quantity demanded. In what price, what is demanded? In what price, what is demanded? That relationship, how much of a commodity is demanded at a certain price, or how much of commodities are demanded at various prices at respective prices, that is shown in demand schedule, right? So it reflects the price demand relationship. What reflects? Demand schedule reflects the price demand relationship. Demand schedule is of two types: individual demand schedule and market demand schedule. So we know what is demand schedule. It is a tabular representation of the relationship in between price and quantity demanded of a commodity, right? Then this demand schedule is of two types. One is individual demand schedule and two is market demand schedule. Then we will come to discuss what is individual demand schedule. Individual demand schedule is the table that shows quantities of a given commodity which a consumer will buy at all possible prices at a given time. At all possible prices. What are the demands? What are the quantity demanded by a particular individual? At various prices, what are the amount demanded by a particular individual in the market at, right? That is known as individual demand schedule. So individual demand schedule is the table that shows quantities of a given commodity which a consumer or which an individual or which a buyer will buy at all possible prices at a given time. Following table shows the individual demand schedule of A and B. Two demand schedules, two individual demand schedules we have already given here. You see, this is individual demand schedule of A, table 1. Then we will go to individual demand schedule of B in table 2. Now, first come to table 1, that is individual demand schedule of A. A is a consumer, B is another consumer, right? A is an individual, B is another individual. What is their respective demand schedules? So, in table 1, individual demand schedule of A is given and two columns are there. In first column, price is mentioned, and in the second column, what are the quantity demanded. And we can see from this table that when price of the commodity X was 5 rupees, only 1 unit of the commodity was demanded. When price falls to 4 rupees per kg or per unit, then quantity demanded increases to 2 units. Similarly, when price of the commodity falls to rupees 3, rupees 2 and rupees 1 respectively, quantity demanded expands to 3 units, 4 units and 5 units. Right? It is all about the individual demand schedule of A, how A behaves, consumer A behaves at the time of purchasing commodity X at various prices, right? Then we will go to individual demand schedule of B in table 2. In table 2, you see individual demand schedule of B. Here also price of commodity is given in first column and quantity demanded of X is given in second column. And the same price level is given here. Price falls from 5 rupees to 1 rupee. And with the fall in price from rupees 5 to rupees 1 per unit of the commodity X, its quantity demanded increases from 2 units to 6 units by consumer B, right? At 5 rupees, he is willing to buy 2 units. At 4 rupees, he demanded 3 units. Similarly, at 3 rupees, he demanded 4 units of the commodity. And at 2 rupees, he demanded 5 units of the commodity, and 1 rupee, he demanded 6 units of the commodity. So from both the table, individual demand schedule of A and individual demand schedule of B, we can mark that with a fall in the price of the commodity, quantity demanded goes on increasing by both A and B. Then we'll see what is written below. In the above tables, individual demand schedule of consumer A and B are shown in table 1 and 2 respectively. At various prices of commodity X, respective quantities demanded by A are shown in individual demand schedule of A, and respective quantities demanded by B are shown in individual demand schedule of B. Let us consider now that there are only two consumers in the market, namely consumer A and consumer B. Given their individual demand schedules, how market demand schedule for a commodity X can we find out is illustrated below. So, after considering about individual demand schedules, what is the meaning of individual demand schedule and how the tables are mentioned, we will go to discuss regarding market demand schedule. And what is a market? Market consists of different buyers, various buyers or purchasers or consumers, and for simplicity we have taken only two consumers in the market. If there are only two consumers or two buyers in the market, buyer A and B or consumer A and B, how we can calculate the market demand, that you can see now. So let us consider now that there are only two consumers in the market, namely consumer A and consumer B. Given their individual demand schedules, how market demand schedules for commodity X can we find out is illustrated below. You see, this is the market demand schedule given in table 3. Table 3 represents market demand schedule for commodity X. Price, the same price is given here. The same price is written here. 5 rupees, 4 rupees, 3 rupees, 2 rupees, 2 rupees, 1 rupee. The same price we have already given in individual demand schedule of A and individual demand schedule of B. Now, we have only written in the second column quantity demanded by A as is given in individual demand schedule of A, and quantity demanded by B as is given in individual demand schedule of B. So, when the A and B are only two consumers in the market, then how market demand schedule can be calculated? You see, how market demand can be calculated. You see, at 5 rupees, quantity demanded by A is 1 unit of commodity X and quantity demanded by B is 2 units of the commodity X. So totally it comes to 3 units, 1 plus 2. At 5 rupees, 3 units. At 4 rupees, 5 units are demanded in the market. And at 3 rupees, 7 units are demanded. At 2 rupees, 9 units are demanded. At 1 rupee per unit of commodity X, 11 units were demanded in the market. So this is how market demand schedule is represented. And you see, to bring market demand, just we have to add the individual demands. When there are only two individuals in the market, by adding the demands at respective prices, we can get the market demand. So the schedule or the tabular representation of market demand is known as market demand schedule, right? Then we will just explain it. In the above market demand schedule, it is in that with a fall in the price of commodity X, its market demand expands. We can see here, with a fall in the price of commodity, the quantity demanded expands. With a fall in the price of the commodity from rupees 5 to rupee 1, respectively, quantity demanded increases from 3 units to 11 units, or quantity demanded expands here. So, it is in that with a fall in the price of the commodity X, the market demand expands. When the price of the commodity X is rupees 5, then S demand is 1 unit and B's demand is 2 units. So, the total market demand is 1 plus 2, that is 3 units, right, of the commodity X. In this way, market demand is calculated at various prices by adding the individual demands of A and B at respective prices. At every price, What is the demand of A? What is the demand of B? We can add to get the market demand, right? So market demand at rupees 5, rupees 4, rupees 3, rupees 2 and rupee 1 becomes 3 units. You see, market demand at rupees 5, rupees 4, rupees 3, rupees 2 and rupee 1 it becomes 3 units, 5 units, 7 units, 9 units and 11 units respectively. Like individual demand schedule, market demand schedule also shows the inverse relationship in between price and quantity demanded. So here also we can see the inverse relationship between the price and quantity demanded, or the opposite relationship in between price and quantity demanded. What is the opposite relationship? When price falls, quantity demanded expands, and when price rises, quantity demanded contracts or decreases. Right. So there is always an inverse relationship. You can go to individual demand schedule or market demand schedule. Always, in case of individual demand or in case of market demand, if there is demand for a commodity, means naturally demand is always at a price, and there is always an inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. So it is just explained regarding the market demand schedule. Now we will come to demand curve. What is demand curve and what is individual demand curve and what is market demand curve? Demand curve is simply graphical or geometrical representation of demand schedule expressing the relationship in between price and quantity demanded. No doubt in demand schedule there is a relationship in between price and quantity demanded. Demand schedule shows the relationship between price and quantity demanded, and when this relationship is geometrically or graphically represented, then it is known as demand curve. So demand curve is simply graphical or geometrical representation of demand schedule, right? It is graphical representation of demand schedule. It is geometrical representation of demand schedule is known as demand curve. In demand curve also, a relationship in between price and quantity demanded is shown. Like demand schedule, demand curve is also of two types: individual demand curve and market demand curve. As demand schedule is divided into two types: individual demand schedule and market demand schedule. Similarly, demand curve is also of two types: individual demand curve and market demand curve. Then what is individual demand curve? Individual demand curve is the graphical representation of the individual demand schedule, which expresses various quantities of a commodity demanded at various prices by an individual. Individual demand curve is the graphical representation of individual demand schedule. And we know that in individual demand schedule, a relationship in between various prices and quantity demanded by a particular individual, by an individual, is seen. So individual demand curve is just the graphical representation of individual demand schedule. In the diagram showing individual demand curve, so individual demand curve is generally represented in a diagram, and in the diagram showing individual demand curve, quantity of the commodity is shown on a OX axis and price on OY axis. There are two axes. One is horizontal line, OX line, and other is vertical line, OY line or OY axis. In OX axis we represent quantity demanded, and in OY axis we represent price. DD is the demand curve. The demand curve can be represented by a DD line. Every point on the demand curve expresses the relationship between price and demand. We will see now this. You see, first individual demand curves, how they are drawn. With reference to the individual demand schedules of A and B, respective demand curves are drawn below. You see, individual demand curve of A, it is the graphical representation or geometrical representation of individual demand schedule of A. And individual demand curve of B, it is the graphical representation or graphical presentation of individual demand schedule of B, right? When we geometrically represent, graphically represent the individual demand schedule of A, we get individual demand curve of A. And when we graphically represent individual demand curve of individual demand schedule of B, we get individual demand curve of B. So you see here, first figure gives individual demand curve of A. It represents individual demand curve of A. The blue line is the demand curve of A in the first figure. In the second figure, right side figure, the blue line is the demand curve of B. And in OX line, we represent quantity demanded of X, and in OY line, we represent price of X in both the figures, right? So we can see here in individual demand curve of A, one, the price of the commodity was rupees 5 per unit. Only 1 unit of the commodity is demanded by A. With a fall in price to 4 rupees, 2 units were demanded. With a further fall in price of to 3 rupees, 2 rupees and 1 rupee respectively, individual demand increases of A increases to 3 units, 4 units and 5 units. And by plotting various points, first we plot the points, combined points at 5 rupees 1 unit, 5 1, 4 rupees 2 unit, 4 2, they are the coordinates, they are the points. Then 3 3, 2 4, 1 5, different points are there, and now we have to join them through straight lines. By joining the plotted points through straight lines, we get the demand curve in both the cases. Similarly, in individual demand curve of B, at price rupees 5, he purchased 2 units of the quantity demanded. At 4 rupees, he demanded 3 units. At 3 rupees, he demanded 4 units. At 2 rupees, he demanded 5 units. And at 1 rupee, he demanded 6 units. It is seen in the demand curves, respective demand curves, right? So it is how the demand curves are drawn of, in both the cases, individual demand curve of A and individual demand curve of B. Individual demand curve of A can be drawn by observing the individual demand schedule of A, and individual demand curve of B can be drawn by observing the following the individual demand schedule of B. Now, in the first diagram represents the demand curve of A, and the second diagram represents the demand curve of B. In the first diagram, the demand curve shows various quantities of X demanded by A, and the second diagram shows the various quantities of X demanded by B at respective prices. When price of X falls to rupees 5, rupees 4, rupees 3, rupees 2 and rupees 1, quantity demanded by A increases to 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units, 4 units and 5 units respectively. And quantity demanded by B becomes 2 units, 3 units, 4 units and 5 units and 6 units respectively. By plotting and joining various points of demand at respective prices, we get the demand curve DD of A and B as shown in the diagrams, right? So it is not, DD is not mentioned by mistake. So the blue lines, blue straight lines, they are the demand curves market, and the first one is the demand curve of A and the second one is demand curve of B. Now you see, if there are only two consumers, namely consumer A and consumer B in the market of the commodity X, how market demand curve can be drawn by combining individual demand curves is shown below. Now we are going to construct market demand curve by adding or by taking the sum total of individual demands. Individual sum total of individual demands in a market means that is market demand. So when we have considered that there are only two consumers, there are only two buyers in the market as consumer A and consumer B. So market consists of, market for a particular product consists of two buyers A and B, and by taking their demand in total, we get market demand. So this is how market demand curve is drawn. You see, first individual demand curve and second individual demand curve of B in second figure. Figure 1 represents individual demand curve of A, figure 2 represents individual demand curve of B, and figure 3 represents market demand curve. So market demand curve is just the horizontal summation of individual demand curves. You see, when the price of the commodity was rupees 5 per unit, 1 unit was demanded by consumer A and 2 units were demanded by consumer B. So totally 3 units were demanded in the market. So at 5 rupees, 3 units are demanded. It is already mentioned in figure 3. Similarly, at 4 rupees, 5 units were demanded. At 3 rupees, 7 units are demanded. At 2 rupees, 9 units are demanded in the market. And when the price falls to 1 rupee per unit of the commodity X, then total demand in the market becomes 11 units. Then, in the above market demand curve is drawn on the basis of table 3 on OX axis. How market demand curve is drawn? On the basis of table 3, you have already mentioned table 3. You see, that is given. You see, it is table 3. On this basis, on the basis of this table, you see, market demand curve is drawn. Right. So, on OX axis, quantity demanded of X, and on OY axis, price of X is represented. Figure 1 shows S demand curve. Figure 1 S demand curve. Figure 2 represents B's demand curve. And figure 3 market demand curve. When price of X is 5 rupees per unit, 1 unit of demanded, 1 unit is demanded by A and 2 units are demanded by B. Horizontal summation of individual demand of both the consumers constitute market demand. That is 3 units. 1 plus 2, that is 3 units. What is demanded by A at a particular price, and in that price what is demanded by B. And when we add S demand plus B's demand, naturally it will give us market demand. So market demand is 3 units, which is 1 plus 2. Thus, by adding the different points on individual demand curve, we get market demand curve DD in the third figure. You see here, DD is the market demand curve. In the third figure, DD, the blue line, is the market demand. It represents the market demand curve. Right? So, thus by adding the different points on individual demand curves, you get market demand curve DD in the third figure. The market demand curve also slopes downward, indicating inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded of a commodity. So what it shows? What it shows, market demand curve. Like individual demand curves, it also slopes downward from left to right. It slopes downward means just to show, to represent an inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. Just to show an inverse relationship between the two factors, one taken on OX line and other on OY line. So there is always, from these demand curves we can know that there is always an inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded, except some exceptional cases. Right, in some exceptional cases only this law may not follow, but there is always an inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded, what we know from demand schedule and demand curves. Right, so this is all about what is individual demand, what is market demand, what is individual demand schedule, what is market demand schedule, what is individual demand curve, and what is market demand curve. So what is individual demand? Demand of an individual is individual demand. What is market demand? Demand of all the individuals in the market is market demand. What is demand schedule? Demand schedule is the tabular representation of the relationship between price and quantity demanded. What is individual demand schedule? It is the demand schedule of an individual. What is market demand schedule? It is the demand schedule of the market or all the consumers taken together. Right? Then what is demand curve? It is the geometrical or graphical representation of the demand schedule. Then what is individual demand curve? It is the graphical representation of individual demand schedule. Then what is market demand curve? It is the graphical representation of market demand schedule. Right? So it is all about demand schedule and demand curves. We will meet in our next class and discuss regarding another part, that is the law of demand, mostly law of demand. Till then, goodbye. Thank you all.